What's up guys, it's Matterz, and for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies for the new map, the Iron Dragon, we have some pretty insane leaked information here regarding the wonder weapon found within this new map. It was actually leaked within the coding for this map. We're going to cover the coding and then obviously talk about what this wonder weapon will bring us due to the circumstances of the map, the actual coding of the gun, basically what it says, and some other crazy storyline elements and why we think and expect this gun will act and, I guess just be a certain way, or, I guess my two main points will be, will it stay static from what, wonder weapons we have seen throughout the past World War II eras, or will it have like a new sort of crazy effect, obviously with this new potential time period being in the medieval times for this, the Iron Dragon map. Obviously it's a castle map, it fits the whole era, so it makes sense for it to be that. But let's get started here. You're going to see the actual code on screen. This is the same code from the other video. I'll leave a link to the original founder in the description, so definitely check him out. And basically the code that we should be looking at is the one at the bottom, DLC1 /castle /fx _weapon _115 _muz. Obviously the main part there, you have the castle, so it's basically confirming that is part of the castle map, and there's a weapon and it says 115 and it's some sort of 115 type weapon. I don't know if that's necessarily the title of the weapon. I doubt it is. I think it's more or less the actual idea behind the weapon and what the coding is, because sometimes like any game release, they have like a code name for the game, and then they have like the actual game title. Like Black Ops 2 was like Iron Wolf, and then the actual game was called Black Ops 2. So sort of like that. But I think it's definitely relatable to 115 in general, and the whole scheme of 115 basically distorting the Origins characters' minds and basically bringing them back to the evil ways they were before. If you guys didn't know, there was a couple quotes within the Giant that actually talks about the 115 just destroying and manipulating their brains for some weird reason. Obviously it's 115, it's sort of radioactive and stuff, but it did that for some way, and that really will entail how the characters will experience and how they will feel throughout the rest of the DLC maps. They're going to have less control of their minds, obviously with the 115, with the Shadow Man, all of that crazy stuff, and they're going to be sort of forced to do all this evil stuff as these characters progress throughout the DLC maps. And it sort of does fit that 115 is sort of, a wonder weapon element used. Obviously there were a bunch of other wonder weapons that sort of incorporated 115. 115 is, very much prevalent within the Origins characters timeline, especially within Origins. And then obviously, just like I said, the quote within the Giant that explained how the 115 in the air was, decreasing their minds, decreasing their willingness to actually do good instead of doing evil. I think Richthofen is sort of the head of that, and he basically, I don't know if he's actually really attempting to harm himself with this 115, because it seems like his intentions are exactly of what the 115 is actually doing to these characters, basically deteriorating them, and they're losing control, and all they're gonna do is evil. They're gonna turn back to their crazy psychotic ways back when Nikolai was killing all of his wives, and Demti and Takio were just blood savage killers. All they want to do is kill. And then Richthofen obviously wanted to blow up the world, and he sort of did. He blew up Earth for that, at the end of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So the 115 really does make sense as a wonder weapon. Now, I'm going to sort of disprove that, play devil's advocate, at least for this map, because the castle map, people were saying, and I sort of agree, that will be during a medieval time era, I guess. So you could be using swords, you could be using bow and arrows, any sort of really crazy old medieval time weapon, a lot of really hard metal mechanical stuff that they used back then, anything that you can really shape and make out of iron. Because I was really, prevalent within the medieval times. Anything with iron, I'll have crazy iron swords and weapons of whatever, some sort. I don't think it's gonna be that old, but I think it's gonna be more towards the end of that time. So we'll have to see how that works. If it's really early, which I doubt it would, it's gonna be a lot of wooden based stuff, really old looking, legit medieval time stuff. I don't really know how that would work out with zombies. I don't even think wooden swords could really kill zombies, honestly. But you never know. Maybe they will, I guess. Maybe they'll just make it happen. So tell me guys what you think about the 115 weapon, wonder weapon being leaked within the coding. Like I said, I explained my whole storyline thing of how that makes sense with the 115 and all of that. But in general, what do you guys think? And yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.